on X, on the YouTube platform under the Disturbing Illusion, and wait a second, it's High Impact Flicks on X. Here's the deal on YouTube and the Disturbing Illusion on YouTube. I appreciate you guys being here. The topic at hand is Donald Trump. Is he good for America or is he bad for America? Is he worse or better than Harris would have been? Make your case, make your argument, whether you're for or against that. And we're going to stay on topic. And I don't want to offend anybody, but we're not going to go off on a rabbit trail. We're going to try to keep it to 35, 45 minutes, unless it gets really, really interesting. If it's really not that interesting, if the caller's not interesting, and if he doesn't have a good argument or tends to go off on a rabbit trail, he or she, then we're going to go to the next caller. No offense. I'm not trying to, be hard-nosed about this. Well, in a sense, I kind of am. But we are just going to be keeping it to that topic. I've already got the link in the chat. In the meantime, while we're waiting for callers to come up, and again, I'm not here to chew the fat, guys. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste anybody's time because our time is valuable and we can't get it back. So whether you're for or against Donald Trump, I want to hear your argument. Brian, you are on the stage right now. What's up, man? Are you for or against? And what's your argument?
I'm the same as you, man. I'm totally against everything, brother. Against everything, man. Sorry, I get a bit nervous.
Okay, now, why are you against? Now we're specifically talking about Donald Trump, right? What's your argument?
Well, it's hard to be honest, but I'm Jewish, and I'm completely against the Israeli government, which is not Israeli, as you know. But they own Trump. They own everything, and it's hard to get people to understand all this. And it's hard to get people to understand that presidents are middle management. They have bosses, they have puppet masters, and they are not in control whatsoever. And you're right, we need to end the Fed. We need to take the action to the Fed. People on January 6th who stormed the building, I mean, we're taxpayers, unfortunately. We own that building. That's our building. There's no trespassing. That's besides the point. But the real action should be taken to the Fed. But we can't take a boat to Puerto Rico. They got that island secured. So what are we going to do?
If you've been searching for that one-of-a-kind...
So this is an interesting perspective to me because, a lot of people are like, well, if you're Jewish, it's kind of like, remember what Joe Biden said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. I've heard that kind of thing on Team MAGA. It's like, well, if you don't vote, if you're pro-Jewish, if you're pro-Israel, then you're obviously for Trump. So what would you say to somebody who would actually say that to you out in the crowd, for example?
Well, I try to explain to them the big difference between being Jewish and Judaism and Zionism, which has nothing to do with it, but it gets equated with it. And then that gets things more convoluted and people don't want to understand what's going on. So,
okay. So in your opinion, what's the difference between Judaism and being Jewish and on the other side of the fence, Zionism, in your opinion, from your perspective?
Well, I believe that Judaism supersedes Zionism. Zionism sprouted out sometime after Judaism started in this world at some point, but at some point it got hijacked and then it got equated to Jewish people being Zionists and vice versa when there's Muslim Zionists and Christian Zionists and, people don't want to understand the Club of Rome, the group of 300, all these other institutions that really have control over everything. And our presidents and our distractions and our elections and selections are just such a distraction, such a waste of time. And, just got to pull back that curtain of the Wizard of Oz to get to the real truth of the matter. But that just keeps getting suppressed. And I love everything you say. I love everything you do. I'm totally with you. Been listening and following you for years. We've communicated a couple of times together, and I'm grateful for your time. But I have such great friends that are Trumpers, and they were really happy when he won the other day and coming at me with, why aren't you on board? Why aren't you feeling this? When are you going to get on board? And I was just like, what's going on here? Why is everybody so asleep? Why can't people wake up? What is the cognitive dissonance? What is the Where's the connect? Where's the disconnect?